The trailer for Moonfall is out, and we have so much to talk about this upcoming film. It seems like Roland Emmerich had it in mind that he wanted to make this film an epic, and from the trailer, it seems like one. For the fans, it's like a breeze as it gives them all the ideas about what kind of movie Moonfall will turn out to be. We will talk about everything related to this upcoming film in this video, so let's get started. Firstly, what's the release date for Moonfall? Before we jump to the discussion about the recently released Moonfall trailer, here are some updates about the film's release. Recently, a Lionsgate film spokesperson confirmed that the most awaited sci-fi film Moonfall will be released on the 4th of February 2022. The first announcement for the film was made back in 2019 when Roland Emmerich, the director, producer, and screenwriter of Moonfall, confirmed that he was directing and writing the upcoming film. Along with that, the budget was also announced, which is a whopping $140 million. This budget makes Moonfall the first independent film to have such a high budget. Talk about the struggles faced while making the film amid the pandemic. Emmerich said that they had to find a bank that would finance them as the pandemic had added around $5 to $6 million to the whole budget. He added, the production was going smoothly before the pandemic hit. However, it had to be stopped immediately due to the lockdown situation. Emmerich said that the problems were so many that he thinks the film's completed production itself is a miracle. He also told the interviewer that the film was already in complete pre-production in Canada before the pandemic, and he had a feeling that something wasn't right. Emmerich and his team somehow managed to complete the film's production, and now fans will be able to watch it very soon. What does the trailer for Moonfall show? We'd say Moonfall's trailer is truly epic, as it gives an in-depth idea of what to expect from the film. Fans should expect a marvelous storyline as the trailer shows the hints of the moon crashing into the Earth. The trailer opens with Donald Sutherland's voice telling the viewers how everything they have known about the first moon landing was incorrect. The trailer goes on with Sutherland saying that in 1969, Apollo 11 had lost contact with the station on Earth for 2 minutes. As the trailer goes on, Sutherland tells the viewers that this 2-minute loss of contact was a complete lie, and something very dark happened that had been kept a secret for over 50 years, and that it's now too late to stop. The whole trailer is chaotic, filled with tsunamis, floods, fires, civil unrest, mass evacuation, and aliens. Right when the viewers think it has ended, Sutherland again creates an atmosphere of curiosity by saying, this planet has suffered 5 extinctions. This is going to be the 6th. After watching the trailer, one can guess the amount of disasters we're about to watch in the film. It seems we have a lot to absorb from this upcoming film. Who is included in the cast of Moonfall? Roland Emmerich really put his time in assembling the cast for the sci-fi epic. Our favorite Halle Berry will be playing the lead role of Jo Fowler. Fowler is a former astronaut who plans everything to save the Earth from the moon crashing into it. Berry has played the role of an astronaut earlier in her career as well. Fans must know about her famous CBS TV series, Extant. Right now, she is enjoying the peak of her career as she appeared in Kingsman: The Golden Circle and John Wick Chapter 3. Along with Halle Berry, fans will get to watch John Bradley and Patrick Wilson playing roles as a conspiracy theorist and a fellow astronaut, respectively. Other than these three, stars like Michael Pena, Kelly Yu, Donald Sutherland, Carolina Bartzak, Charlie Plummer, and Emmy Quaker will also appear in Moonfall. For a movie that is set in space, this much cast is massive, and we're hoping to have some best scenes with all these talented actors. What stories to expect from Moonfall? Some people may think that they have a fair idea about how a movie with the moon collapsing with the Earth would go on, but the plot is a little different from what you may expect, and has some surprises packed with it, so don't make assumptions before you actually watch the film yourself. The film will start with a strange unknown force that kicks off the moon out of its orbit, making it go towards the Earth. With the moon now traveling towards the Earth, human beings are only left with a few weeks to deal with this whole expected disaster. Right when the world is panicking, Jo Fowler comes up with an idea to save humans from going extinct. Somehow, Fowler ends up teaming up with another astronaut and a conspiracy theorist, and this trio then embarks on the wild mission of saving the Earth from the moon. We know the outline for the plot, but fans are curious about how exactly Fowler will stop the moon. As there aren't any details revealed about that yet, we'll only know once the film is out. However, we believe Emmerich must have written an amazing plan to save the Earth. What theory inspired the plot of Moonfall? At the Vanity Fair, while talking about the plot of Moonfall, Emmerich revealed that the hollow moon theory was one of the major inspirations for the film. For those who don't know, the hollow moon theory states that the moon is either completely hollow or has a substantial interior space instead of a core. However, there isn't any scientific evidence to prove this theory yet. Emmerich says that after reading a lot of material related to this theory, he couldn't come up with the idea of it being true. So, he and the co-authors Harold Closer and Spencer Cohen came up with their own theory. If we study the theory of the hollow moon, we can conclude that the topic is extremely vast, and there are thousands of possibilities, and Emmerich made the best out of this whole scientific theory. When you see Emmerich talk about the moon and theories related to it, it sometimes feels like he is full of knowledge and ideas about the moon and its existence. So the inspiration for Moonfall coming from a moon theory doesn't feel like something impossible. Roland Emmerich about Moonfall. Roland Emmerich seems quite passionate about this project. The director and screenwriter is already famous for his blockbuster films like Independence Day, The Day After Tomorrow, 2012, Godzilla, and many more. Given the way Emmerich talks about this film, we are sure Moonfall will also be a blockbuster in no time. In an interview while talking about Moonfall, Emmerich said that he had been thinking about this project for quite a long time, and that the idea of this film is somehow attached to his personal fascination with the moon. When asked about what kind of audience would like the film, Emmerich said that everyone who likes movies will love this movie, meaning it's not a movie movie for a specific group of people, but for everyone. He added the movie as somewhat like his past films, Independence Day in 2012. Not just that, Emmerich believes Moonfall is kind of a mixture of both these films, but the extraterrestrial elements is absent in Moonfall. While giving a few hints about the nature of the upcoming movie, Emmerich said all his movies always have a little splash of humor in them. As for the big movies, specifically the ones showcasing the extinction of human beings, need that element of comic relief. Not just that, Emmerich also talked about the franchise potential of Moonfall. We don't know, but can it be a hint to a sequel of Moonfall before its release or something similar? For now, let's just wait for Moonfall, and after that, we can ask for a sequel as well. Halle Berry the only protagonist? Yes, Halle Berry is the protagonist, but Patrick Wilson will also lead the cast throughout the movie. But as the protagonist, talking about Halle Berry's role is important. Here's what to expect from your favorite actress in Moonfall. Halle Berry will show up as a former astronaut on a mission to save the world. As Emmerich says, Jo Fowler also becomes NASA director, becomes second in command, and then in charge. So for all the ladies, we believe it's a film with a boss lady handling the safety matters of the whole world. As a NASA official, Fowler, Berry, would be the first one to notice the disaster that's coming towards the Earth. But no one will believe her until things start getting out of hand. On the other hand, Patrick Wilson, who plays Brian Harper, will be one of the very few people who believes Fowler's claims from the very start. And as soon as Fowler starts the mission of saving the world, he tags along. For now, this is all that we know about the upcoming film. For more updates and news, keep watching our videos. Also, feel free to tell us your thoughts about Moonfall and what do you expect from this movie. And don't forget to drop a like. Till next time, goodbye!